Leshy. I liked Pokemons as a kid, played Milcaps, and now I like Goblin mode. I suppose Gollum is the second ever, and final form is Leshy, creature of the woods. It's not like I'm superstitious, but prefer to believe in abundance and tradition. With empathy comes obsession. Where do I stop? Like, yeah, you do what you do and continue till the life happens to you. Adapt to survive or anticipate change and reprogram the matrix. Massage my feet. So obvious. But do we have another planet? Wildlife? Culture? And the everyday fucking? Tales, stories and myths? Reliable and calming wisdom that fits together and makes sense. But spark of life and bodily experience, personal. One life, awfully short, with freedom to chase insanity, how it works and what it costs, in decency or excellency, to celebrate the life, the beauty of it. This writing experience is quite overwhelming, but still empowering. And I like a challenge, but winner's curse, so woof woof woof. Strangers on the street, they are just like me, and 1,000 years ago, too, are they not? Some I know more, another already my friends. I'm sorry for everyone who is sorry, but I rarely vote for funny. Bitches are funny, compete over carrot, cooperate for banana, and some of us are so fucking blessed. Heroes with moral dilemmas. You try too hard, push too far, distort too much, and then karma, a relaxing thought. Or nothing, but time reveals us all. Like black and white thinking, simplistic dichotomies need to be fixed and saved, codependency, to be a lonely wolf, self-sufficient nonconformist, to wage the war against the world, fake imitator. I'm not a fucking puzzle to be solved, but a part of the world, even if in aspects I deny to improve. Absolutely any role to perform, however absurd or spoiled, cold-blooded or teasing, evaporating doubts and building confidence to love and be loved, I extend my being in life of others. More or less gentle and consequential, I influence people, people influence me, and so on, making the paradise. In limited resources and vision, making the mess of it. And we are very imaginative and creative about it, and occasionally being too weak, too soft for it, or existential dread as a reason for depressed state, and attempts to work it out or substitute, surrogate, compensate. But I can just don't think in that way, or be playful about it. Wingardium Leviosa. Actions in chaos. Life is movement, normality is illusion. Choose your lottery numbers, make your dreams. Not a collective responsibility, but random questionable gifts. Communities are of people, observe the work and the person, and compromise, bureaucratize, institutionalize. And we get the leviathans, too big to fail, and monuments of stone. But outside is frost cold. Things are defined by boundaries. You end something to start anew. And I don't want to die, ever. And I don't like to lose, ever. And to quit a thing, it is simple, but it is not. But without limits, it goes into ugly fast. Teaches you to appreciate your time, be more intentional and balanced towards art of life. Stay too long, slowpoke, and highly developed introversion creeps in. Real life proofs to facilitate confidence. The time, that thing, this is the way, the source, the past, our choices and results, sense of personality, identity. What have I done? But reality is bigger, however, the accomplishments. It is never enough. I want more and misery of it. I live in constant trouble with myself. What the fuck I am doing? Top-down approach. And not to be unnatural and disrespectful, but vulnerable and brave. How to come to such a state? Like, if we have a spark between us, some potential, and other me in other place would explore. And here I am, support to a certain point, but therefore I am badly on a mood to spoil, break, and just insane. And it's not that I feel inadequate without a yacht, the biggest in the world. But there are structures and systems, mostly and actually just one moment after another, different and contrast in tone and shade and smell, compete with each other for attention by quality, and yours, not mine, and every person has its own, and I want everything. Selection of the best inclusions in perfect lighting. Aurelia, I don't have limits. Rules, only those that I impose on myself for the purpose, and I can go far enough and be alright. Develop a nice memory. Needless to say that I am a big fan of fun content. Americana, Europeana, self-irony style, and westernization is not about safety or trust issues or quality or profit or, exotic stuff is the funniest, but survival, yeah. And having meaning and experiencing healthy conformism, jealousy, arrogance, and the rest of self-respect. And it's not racial, ethnical, or national, but personal, moral, and sustainable. Fucking Gallus, Julius Caesar, and Thomas Aquinas, and William Shakespeare, and so on, in God We Trust, and Benjamin Franklin, Holy Hollywood. We play a game, the game, for life, nature, and history, and to not get lost, how, but not too far to bounce back. Do you remember before Big Bang, or a moment ago? Civilization of success, cosmopolitan way of life. I am grateful, I am hopeful, I focus on myself and enjoy the happening, crawling, kicking, breaking, fucking working. While lions are where they are, and I feel them like that. I say no to all the evil fucks who do not mean well for me. And with creation, regulation, rules exist to break them, if reason is good enough. And beautiful bastards try and test it at extremes. We make rules for something and complexity only rising. Career, civil service, and celebrity lawyers. But bona fides principle, in good faith. Just one person is making a judgment about another. How do I like you? Rules as directions, follow or not, it depends on the case. But there is also prescriptive enforcement. If you are not acting against, so you are corrupted accomplice. Or rules can be technical and controlled by machine or formality, obligatory and compulsory to grant access and reward. Rules of our hierarchs, and not cockroaches, but human being and conversation, gossiping, with face expressions, especially muscles of the bottom half of your head, and eye movements, the whiteness, the sclera, where we have it, and other animals, not so much. And intonations, gestures, body language, all the things to convey feelings, emotions, dress up and surround self with ceremonies, relationship with universe, attracting personally tailored magic. I am in love with myself, unconditionally, inner child and soul and every fucking molecule of my being. If only I could clone myself. And for some bitches and doggers I feel same level of temptation. It's not like we are radically different in essence, so deal with problems in a unique way. But you have what you have, sources of power to be proud of, maybe not themselves, but how do you reflect brilliantly. Sometimes it feels kinda whack, but anxiety is just a part of life, showing the points of growth when you let it. A question of balance, taste, and proper education to apply it right. If you drink fragrance or mix up a dose and drug becomes poison, so there is a choice, and maybe a person's will to act as. And about that, what do I know? Nothing. I do it my way, the best of possible, how it's supposed to be. But I enjoy studying, feeling, to learn from experiments of others at this party, on philosophical entanglement of curiosity, devil and sin.